Alright guys, in this video I'm gonna talk you through how Alex Hormozi left more than $10,000 on the table in just 30 days. Have in mind that this was before he made his first million in profit, so a few years ago now. I have made this mistake myself and I have lost more than $150,000 by just doing this. And 99% of business owners are even not aware of this black hole. And as a consequence, they are losing hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. So in this video, I'll give you my 4-step formula so you can stop making that mistake, the same mistake as Alex, myself, and most other business owners. So you can actually take those money and put it in your own pocket. Sounds good to you? Then let's begin. So I recently listened to this episode by Alex Hormozi in his podcast on how he made his first million in profit. I have put a link in the description to the actual podcast so you can listen to it yourself if you're interested. It's a banger podcast. So in this episode, Alex talked about how he's spending more than $3,000 a day in ads for gym lawns on Facebook and Instagram. This made me sit down and make a few calculations based on the knowledge I have today about US credit cards. And yeah, it's a fact that if he wasn't using the premium credit cards for this ad spend, as I guess he wasn't doing, then he would lose more than $130,000 worth of points in just 12 months. And that's from spending $90,000 a month. So let me talk you through this because these numbers are actually crazy. It's not just in 12 months, it actually accumulates over time. So if he was spending $90,000 a month with an American Express Business Gold, he would earn 360,000 points every single month, which equals to more than 4 million points in one single year. And using best practice on redeeming these points, you can actually expect something around a cash value for 130,000. So these numbers are solely based on Alex, the information I have about Alex and gym loans from back then. Now we obviously know that he grows his business tremendously to become this business guru, sharing a lot of stuff online. So these accumulated opportunity costs are just becoming even bigger for him year over year if he's not spending the most premium credit cards that earns him the most points on his business spend. So the reason I'm making this video is because most business owners are living unaware that they can actually earn a bunch of points on the business spend and the advertising spend. Points they can actually use to earn cashback, to earn points for traveling, luxury hotel stays, and much more. I will give you some examples of this later in this video. But you know what? Alex has this unfair advantage just because he's from the United States. As I say here, they actually live it on easy mode because when you're growing up in the United States, you instantly get access to the best banking and credit card solutions just because you are a US citizen. So the same for me in Denmark and in Europe. I can easily go to the Danish bank and get a credit card whatsoever. The same happens for the US citizens in the United States. But what does this mean to you? This doesn't mean that you can't get access to US credit cards, which has the best credit cards and banking solutions in the world for business owners. Because actually everyone and any business owner around the world can actually get access to US credit cards, premium US credit cards, if they follow a simple 4-step formula that I will talk you through in this video. But before doing that, it's actually important to qualify you and determine if you're going to have a positive return on investment or not. And that's actually why I made this calculator, so you can actually go through and put in your numbers yourself. The only thing you'll have to do is you'll have to put in your ad spend here, and then your year over year growth expected at, let's say, 10%, and then you can actually see how many points you could earn in a year with the full setup. And then you can also calculate your return on investment just answering 3 questions: whether you have an ITIN already, if you have US address accessible with friends or family, and if you have a US LLC set up already. Then The calculator will do the rest, calculate your total cost, your estimated output, and the return on investment. So 1,000% in this case. So yeah, let's go back. The rule of thumb is if you're spending $10,000 a month as a minimum, this is a no-brainer to you. And the more you spend, the better return on investment you are gonna get. So once you have determined that you are qualified to doing this, spending more than $10,000 a month, then it's about going through the 4-step formula. And let me just zoom in so you can actually see this. So the first step of the 4-step formula is that you get the foundational setup, which means that you are gonna get an ITIN number, a US address, and a phone number. I have separate videos about this, how to actually get it, and I write content on LinkedIn going through how you can actually do this without any problem. And also, if you just want someone to do this for you, the whole 4-step formula, you can also click the link in the description and apply to work with me. Inside of that link, you will also find a button where you can actually grab a copy of the formula, not the formula, the calculator. So if you just want to go through the numbers yourself, crunch them, you can do it easily there. Anyway, the second step of the 4-step formula is getting access to US banks and credit cards. So it's about open bank accounts. You can do this physically or online. I have personally done this myself online. You don't have to travel to the United States in order to do it. And once you have the bank account, it's about using the banking products. I don't want to overcomplicate this step. It's the same as you do today. Use the banking products, show that you are financially responsible, and then the time will take care of your credit score. Then the time will take care of you actually getting access to premium US credit cards, both personally and as a business. And once you have access to premium US credit cards, you start earning points and cashback, for example, with the American Express Business Gold, as I mentioned earlier. But the American Express Business Gold is not the right card for everyone. It's mainly for people who are spending a lot of money on ads. But if you are spending money on anything else, or you have specific needs, you'll need to make a dynamic strategy around that. So once you have that, you will earn a lot of points on autopilot just using money in your business, and then it's time to redeem your points for luxury travel, hotels, and more. And then you can enjoy all of the benefits that comes with this. So this is actually the 4-step formula on how to get access to premium US credit cards that can earn you a lot of points that you can use to travel around the world for free, simply and easy. So that's it. That's how business owners around the world can step by step get access to US credit cards. But I'm gonna be straight up with you here. Most business owners are not gonna do this because they don't have the time or the knowledge to do it. So that's why I'm offering my service. If you want to work with me, you can apply through the link in the description. I'll help you go through the 4-step formula and get you US credit cards done for you. On this YouTube channel, I'm also going to share the whole process, documenting my own journey from pretty much zero to getting US credit cards that earns me a lot of points. So if you are not ready to do this yourself, you can just follow along, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think of the content.